Our mission here at the Family Leader is to inspire the church, Big C Church, institution of the church, to engage government for the advance of God's kingdom and for the blessing of family. What role do people of faith, the American people, the institution of the family, what role do they have in shaping the government that we desperately want?
Well, I'm not a believer that that people of faith, and people that cherish traditional values, can stay on the sidelines. I think we've got to be engaged. The Family Leader now, for many years here in Iowa and in states across the country, has stood for the principle of people of faith and conviction stepping forward and letting their voice be heard. And I think it's now more than ever in the life of this nation, we need to be hearing from what I think is the broad mainstream of the American people.
Yeah.
Who I believe this is a pro-life nation. I believe the American people cherish the sanctity of life. I'm old enough to remember back when even a Democrat president said that abortion should be safe and legal and rare. But that gives you some sense of where, even then, where the public was, and I believe the hearts of the American people are today. You know, as I traveled around the country, the other thing is the role of faith. As I traveled around the country, Bob, the words I most often heard, whether I was visiting a community large and small, visiting a disaster site, visiting soldiers overseas, is people would reach out across a rope line, they'd grab your hand and say, "I'm praying for you."
Amen.
And I heard it every day. And I heard it in a way that you know when people mean it. Not a casual comment. I mean, when someone looks at you and says, "I'm praying for you." And I would always be moved by it, still am. And it convinced me that this is a nation of faith. This is a freedom-loving nation. We just got to have government as good as our people. And the thing that I do love about Iowa, although mostly because it's so much like Indiana, is that I think that the people of Iowa share those same values in the broad majority and understand the importance of doing your outsized role in shaping national leadership to make sure those values are represented. But they're not just Iowa values. I think they're American values. And I really do believe with all of my heart this is a nation of faith. This is a nation that loves freedom. This is a nation that believes in those timeless ideals of the American founding. And the challenge that we have today is just to make sure we have government as good as our people. And I believe we will.